have a session on decoding of micro, small, and medium enterprises and poverty reduction by Mr. Vivek Sinare. A dynamic leader with 18 years of extensive experience in planning and execution of training and development projects across the country in project management, skills development, entrepreneurship training and development, solution design, process improvement, content development, writing proposals, protocols, team recruitment, training of trainers, operations, monitoring, and evaluation. A result oriented trainer and motivator with overall knowledge and administrative strengths required in training and development industry. Excellence in executing the end-to-end project with respect to skills development and corporate trainings, ensuring compliance and client deliverables. He is passionate about identifying new areas for business development and achieve self-decided goals with highest level of excellence. Let me proudly welcome Mr. Vivek Sinare, Director, Skill Development, BSA Corporation Limited, for his session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Aparna. And hello, everybody. First of all, I extend my sincere thanks to all the team of JCPIT, GCCR, and Confederation of Indian Small and Medium Enterprises for taking this great initiative. Lot has been spoke by different speakers. I'm listening right from the beginning of this conference. I would like to focus on three areas on which we can address the SDG 1, that is development of MSME, micro, small, and mid. So I will be focusing on three major parts that where we are going in from last few years or last few decades. And then what is the current scenario and what will be the upcoming scenario for micro, small, and medium enterprises. First of all, if we consider about the India and overall all the developing countries, the major employing sector is micro, small, and medium enterprises. If we speak about India specifically, there are more than 36 crore employment generation through micro, small, and it's a rough figure from micro, small, and medium enterprises. So in every state, the highest employment generation is from the micro, small, and medium enterprises. Similarly, the share of GDP in the national economy for all the developing countries is from also micro, small, and medium enterprises. So it is really required to focus on the development of micro, small, and medium enterprises. When we see the global scenario, there are a lot of conferences, confederations, organizations are there, where the trade organizations are happening, where the various exhibitions and various idea sharing is happening. But when I see as far as the micro, small, and medium enterprises is concerned, the efforts are little bit lower than what is happening to heavy and large scale industries. So it's really required to focus on MSME sector for the growth of MSME, how it can increase its share in the global or national GDP, as well as how it can increase the highest employment. The second thing I would like to bring means the second point I would like to highlight, when we are promoting entrepreneurship, being a trainer and being a consultant in this sector, what I really feel is, earlier it was difficult to speak on micro, small, and medium enterprises. But if we see the paradigm shift in the economy of each and every country, earlier it was agriculture economy, where the driving forces were the land, labor, and natural resources, which we can say were the external factors. People who are having highest land or highest natural resources or the highest labor, they were the rich people. Then there was again a shift of economy, and we can see it was an industrial economy, where the driving forces of industrial economy were capital, machinery, and management. Whereas in last 15-20 years, we can see and we are witnessing in this knowledge based economy, the driving forces are again the knowledge, attitude, and skills, and which are within our reach. If we together, everybody, including the trainer fraternity, educational institutes, even all the change agents who are working like GCPIT and such platforms, if they really focus on enhancing the capabilities, focusing on attitude, knowledge, skills, and the entrepreneurship, I feel that this there will not be more need, or there we can definitely address very strongly this issue of poverty eradication and strengthening MSME sector. This is my first point. The second point is, now again, if we look at the previous economical structure, there was more focus was on like enterprises based on the water, farm, forest and livestock, and that was little bit strong economy. My earlier speaker also spoke about these various clusters based on the handlooms, handicrafts, then artisans, and I have worked with many such clusters which are a very strong economy all across the world, not only in India but all across the world, where the major focus is given on these availabilities of it might be a fishery, it might be a farming, it might be a forest produce or livestock. So there is very much requirement of empowering tribals, farmers, artisans, and again the women. If we focus on these areas, I feel that we can definitely address this issue, because these things are not beyond the limit of what we call so-called poor or the needy people. These all things are within their reach. So it needs to focus on these areas. And the third most important thing is that various government schemes that again, every government is having a different ministry. There are n number of schemes from the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises in India, as well as I hope it is same with the other countries also. There are n number of private, social, then non-government organizations who are supporting the growth of MSME sector. Now what is required is really to international collaboration of such organization who are putting their efforts in strengthening of MSME sector. So this is my one more important point. And the last and most important thing is, after the colonial era, what I feel, this is my personal opinion. In India, what we Vivekananda used to say is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So again, really we need to look at that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam concept, and we really need to interact with the different organizations and give focus on entrepreneurship development. There are very few efforts has been taken in developing the entrepreneurial mindset. After the colonial era in the different countries, the entrepreneurship subject is not there in education system. Even forget about the students. India is the highest young population in the country. I don't know how many people know about this entrepreneurship subject. Forget about the students, but about the faculty members, and if we speak with them about the organizing entrepreneurship development program, they just look at like they don't know what is entrepreneurship. So it is really required to provide a systematic approach towards entrepreneurship development education. So these are the four my important points which I would like to focus on. And once again, I congratulate GCPIT, GCCR, and Confederation of Indian Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. I am really sorry because I am at rural area based at my native place. Some network issue has happened, but thank you very much. It was nice to hear all of you, and I am ready to contribute wherever I can contribute. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vivek Sinare, for the informative session.